Hello again, welcome back to my channel. So behind me here is my 7x12 Wells cargo trailer. I've done some other videos on this. I'll link the playlist in the description below, but doing some more upgrades to it. It's a trailer that I bought in June of 2019 from a friend of a friend. It was something that was too good of a deal to pass up, and I had been looking at buying a new 7x12. So let's start out inside here. It's kind of a mess right now because of all the upgrades and improvements I've been doing. I've got a workbench done across the front. I do need to put a leg right in the middle of it to give it more support. It's really more of just a place to store stuff underneath and then put my motorcycle riding gear bag on the top. So I don't really intend to use it as a workbench, just as a storage area. It has had 3 lights in it since I bought the trailer. One in the front, one in the middle, one in the back. They were wired kind of screwy. The guy that I bought the trailer from used 10 gauge wire. And his method of connecting the 2 new lights, which would have been the front light and the middle light, his method of connecting to the existing wiring was to use a Scotch lock, and I absolutely hate Scotch locks. So I have removed the 10 gauge wiring and put in 14 gauge wiring. Just need to finish that up a little bit. And I drilled a new hole and put a bigger grommet in here, and then all 3 lights tie into the switch. And then I also have added an outside light. This is the back side of it, so what I have done here was cut a small piece of plywood. That just gives the screws that mount the light something to bite into. And I cut a big hole here for the wiring to come through, and then I gooped a bunch of sealant in there to keep water out. But then there's also a little tiny grommet in there. And then I tied this wiring into the power lead that comes into that switch. So this light will have power all the time, and then my ground wire, which is this black one, it connects to white, goes all the way across the top, all the way behind that little panel there, and then ties into my main wiring junction box. So we'll scoot outside and take a look at the outside of that light. So here's the light, and it's got a little rocker switch on the bottom. It was hard to find a black housing light fixture with a switch on the bottom. So this lens can pop off real easy, and I can trade it out for an ambered colored lens. So that is going to work out really nice. I had a similar light on my previous cargo trailer, which was a 6x12. It was also a Wells cargo, but on that particular trailer, I mounted the light way up here next to the door, which I eventually discovered I didn't like that because bugs tend to swarm around the light, regardless of what color lens you have on. So as soon as you open the door for the trailer, lights come on in the trailer when I turn the lights on, and then all of the bugs swarm to the inside. So I thought, this one I'm going to put the light a little bit more centrally located and away from the door. And I am also looking at putting in a shore power connector. So I pulled that piece of paneling off. I don't know that I want the power connector on the side of the trailer though. I may put it on the front, but to put it on the front I have to totally pull that cabinet off and then also pull out that top piece of paneling, which goes all the way across the front of the trailer. The only reason I need to pull the paneling out is so that I can mount a piece of wood, sandwich the piece of wood between the siding of the trailer and this wall stud, and give me something to drill and mount the power port inlet to. So once I get around to doing that power port upgrade, I'll do a little video on that too. And you can see along the wall here is the upper paneling piece for the front up there, and then also for this side I am given serious consideration to painting that white. It would kind of brighten up the trailer a little bit.